What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Mystical Mermaid. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a minute. Your girl has been busy with personal readings and life and teaching classes and working out and health and adulting. But I'm back, okay? I'm back. And I promise I have some more readings for you guys. Now, this reading was supposed to have been done like months ago. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, it was prepared and I was like I did cover work and I was like, yeah, I have to be in the right space for it. And I feel like I'm in the right space for it. So I'm excited, okay? I'm gonna give you guys a quick disclaimer. I have two dogs. One by the name of Joe. He has a heart murmur, so you might hear him coughing. And I have a husky, and my husky sleeps inside sometimes. And this little girl has been on just getting into things. So you might hear Harlow make some noise. You might hear me tell her to be quiet or to calm down because she's just doing a lot. And I swear she only does this when I'm getting ready for readings. Huskies are extremely intelligent and they know what they're doing. And she's usually giving me the side eye. And maybe if she comes closer, hopefully she'll stand up and you guys can see her give the side eye because she's got attitude for days. Anyways, so this is a Kevin Gates inspired pick a card reading. Now, y'all, this man is crazy. Whenever I watch interviews of Kevin Gates, I'm like, I'm impressed, I'm laughing, and I'm just like, his energy is so big, his personality is big, and I don't always agree with everything he says, but I always leave the interview like laughing. Like, this dude has a really big frequency, high frequency, and you know, some people like it and some people won't like it, but I like him. Like I said, I don't agree with everything he says at times, but I like Kevin Gates, okay? Now, I like this evolution of Kevin Gates. I don't know too much of the old evolution, like the old version of Kevin. I've seen music videos, I've heard some of the music, but it never really set with me. But this version of him, I F's with heavy, okay? Ceremony, that album, I love that album. And I don't know, I really liked his interview with Bobby. I actually have it on right now. I thought it was hilarious. I've watched it several times just because it had me laughing, it had me rolling. But this dude is tapped in. Like, he's tapped in. There's some people who act like they're tapped in, you know, because like the whole spiritual thing became popular and people were like on this wave of, I'm saging and all of this. They don't even know what the heck they're doing. This guy's actually tapped in. And I like that he's focusing a lot on spirituality, his evolution, his growth, as well as wellness and health, yoga. I think he was talking about like semen retention, all of that. He was talking about a lot of different things that help you to evolve and level up energetically. So some of the gems that he's been dropping in interviews, I'm like, that's on point. That's on point. That's on point. Okay, Kevin. That's been like my interaction, like, I see you. And then when he starts talking about the ancestors and the spirit guides and God is within you, you are God, you know, experiencing this, you know, matrix, this you know, earthly experience that'll go over a lot of people's heads. But no, I fucks with Kevin. I like this. I like this, Kevin. I like this. Okay, so that's the vibe. So basically, you guys are gonna choose between 1, 2, or 3. And there's going to be a song from Ceremony, the album Ceremony, in each option, okay? I'm not going to give you guys anything to choose from. You know, F it. I'll give you guys something to choose from because I know some of y'all be like, can I have something to choose from? Okay, so option 1 is going to be Tiger's Eye. How about that? Option 1, Tiger's Eye. Option 2, Lapis Lazuli. And these are my Reiki crystals. And option 3, rose quartz. Now, this is actually perfect because I just like randomly picked them up, but this one's gonna match perfectly with option 3. Just gotta say, they all match perfectly. So I can't wait for that. Okay, y'all, I love you guys. I love you guys. Hi, new subscribers. If you followed me from TikTok over to YouTube, I love you guys. If you follow me from YouTube over to TikTok, what's up? Go follow me on Instagram because my Instagram is slacking, y'all. It's slacking. I don't like Instagram. I just gotta put that out there. I don't like Instagram. I don't feel like it fits me, like my frequency, but I'm on there because I have a lot of family and people I know in person. Like, everybody I know in person is on Instagram. And I don't know. I'm trying to post on my personal page and my business page, but it's just lacking seasoning. It's lacking something. So go follow me on TikTok. Subscribe on here, you guys. I love you guys so much. This is where it's at, YouTube and TikTok. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, we're gonna get into the swing of things. All right, you guys. So subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, because some of y'all be watching. I can see, but you don't be subscribing. But y'all come back to watch me. It'll be a good equal energy exchange if you give me some love. Give me some love, okay? If you resonate, give me some love, okay? All right, now y'all might see I'm wearing my Puerto Rico shirt, okay? All right, I just felt like it was a perfect vibe because, I don't know, some of you guys may know, I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you guys. My mom's Black and Creole, and my dad is Puerto Rican and Irish and Scottish. So my dad's biracial. So I'm connecting with my Puerto Rican roots and heritage. And I just been feeling like really called to just like connect with my grandpa. Rest in peace, grandpa, abuelo. And I just felt like it was perfect timing to just like do this reading. Kevin Gates is, I think he's Puerto Rican and Black, but he's from Louisiana. Shout out to my people in Louisiana, my fam in Louisiana, and my fam in Puerto Rico. All right, so I just felt like this is a perfect time. Let's connect with this energy. So this might be a bit more ancestral. I just want to give you guys that disclaimer as well. This might be a little bit more earthy, a little bit more grounded. We're going to see what comes through. I wrote some notes down, but I'm just kind of, the energy I'm picking up on, it might be a little bit more ancestral, but we gonna see, okay? So once again, comment down below. Let me know how you like this. I love you guys. I love, 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 love you guys. Go follow me. Go subscribe. That's all I really have to say. I am open for personal readings. Oh, yeah. Okay? Email me at MysticalMermaidLight@gmail.com. My information will be in the description box, okay? I love, 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 love you guys. I'm willing to work with you guys. Let me know what it is that you're wanting for personal readings. And I'm even willing to work with you guys on prices. Just hit me up. I know times have been kind of crazy. I've had a couple people like hit me up on getting like, you know, lower price readings. So that's why you guys will see me throw out little sales, because I understand, I get it, and I'm willing to work with y'all, okay? Because I love you. All right, let's get into it. We got option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 1, let's get it started. You know what? Let me rewind. Reverse, 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 reverse. Sorry about that, y'all. Father God, Mother Goddess, please be present in this reading. Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, Sandalphon, and Raphael, please be present in this reading. Please guide me and watch over me. Please guide my viewers and watch over my viewers. Please bless them and protect them. May their angels, ancestors, and spirit guides always be with them for their highest good only. May they guide them to their purpose, Holy Spirit. May they live purpose-driven lives. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Ashe, amen. Now, you guys, I say in Jesus' name because you guys know my original programming was Christian. So it's just something that kind of like naturally flows out of me. So I do apologize if that doesn't resonate for some of you, but it still resonates with me, okay? Because I still connect with the Ascended Master Jesus. And I just felt called to mention that for some reason right now. All right, so option 1. Boop. Option 1, let's see what it is. Your song is I Don't Apologize, okay? I really like this song. Let's get started. Your crystal is Tiger's Eye. Okay. So Tiger's Eye is about grounding. I connected with the root chakra. And if you look at it, it reminds you of a tree. You know? So really centering yourself. I'm hearing don't be shaken, don't be thrown off. You know how there's a quote about bamboo, you know, how it's like it bends but it never breaks. So be flexible, be agile. And bend, but don't break. But also I'm getting like an energy of like, don't let people overstep their boundaries. Like if you set boundaries, don't allow people to like get over you or walk on you or overstep boundaries. I don't know why that's kind of coming through, but I'm getting that energy of like, oh, I just heard put people in their place. In a peaceful manner. In a peaceful manner, put people in their place, but don't allow people to overstep your boundaries. Like you teach people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. So if you set those boundaries clear and in stone, and if you're assertive, people will learn not to mess with you. Okay? And I don't know why that's kind of coming through. Okay, let's see. So your song is I Don't Apologize. Let's get some tarot out here. Let's get this reading going. What does option 1 need to know? He said, make sure you keep your head up when told you won't be nothing. Been told that a lot of times. I cried a lot. I cried a lot of tears or something like that. I like when he says, fast forward to modern times. I look like dollar signs. That. And you know, that's a really interesting energy. It's like, it's making me think of the song Mike Jones. You guys remember the song Mike Jones? You remember Mike Jones where he says, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. That's what this is making me think of. That's this energy. It's like, don't let people, really do not let people cross the line. I'm seeing like a border line. Like, don't cross the line. This is interesting. So this is giving warning. They're showing me the warning sign, like boundaries, warning sign. They're showing me like a protective like circle. They're actually showing me like someone takes salt and sprinkle salt around themselves, like as protection. So you guys, protection work. Some of you guys may be feeling called to do some protection work, like protecting your aura. Sorry, my alarm went off. Talk about warning. Some of you guys may feel called to work with Archangel Michael. This is giving like fierce protector, protecting your energy, protecting your time, your resources. Be mindful of the people you hang out with. Be mindful of the people who are in your space. I'm hearing shutting down dream killers. Yep. I know where this is going. Okay, so basically, you know how like I've heard of people talking about how like there were teachers that had told them that they would never amount to anything, you know, or that they would never succeed in their dreams and their goals, and they end up being successful. You know that person gotta be sitting down looking stupid. But that is kind of like this energy. There's a Kanye West song where Kanye says, he gives a shout out to a teacher that believed in him. And I thought that was deep. And I was like, okay. So there are some people who set the stone, especially when you're younger, to remind you to go after the things that you want. Sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's mentors, elders, who remind you, hey, you're good at this thing, you should go for it. But then you have the others that are like, no, you'll never make that, you'll never do that, or, oh, you should do this instead, or you should get a 9 to 5, that type of energy. So it's like, there's this weighing of things, like weighing of different opinions and options, but the truth is the only opinion option that matters is your own. And that's where all the outside noise needs to kind of quiet down. You need to set boundaries with others, because everyone's got an opinion like it, okay? And yours is the only one that matters, because no one knows your story, no one knows your purpose but you. So this is like being unapologetically you. They show me Rihanna. Unapologetically you, being yourself, not allowing people to get to you, not allowing outside noise and circumstances to get to you. You have to be your own biggest fan. Y'all, I posted a video where I was talking about this. Like, you have to be your own biggest fan, your own hero. It doesn't matter whether you have 0 views, 100 views, 1,000 views, 1 billion views. Like, you have to with you the most. Because people could be rocking with you one day and then they could be like the next, you know? So you just have to love you so much. Let's see what's going on. Option 1. Ooh. The Hierophants. The Hierophant. Look at that. Aren't those parrots, right? Are those parrots? Aren't they the ones that gossip and talk a lot? They repeat everything. That's what this is giving. People, yeah, keep it quiet. Because in this song, he says, I lost a lot of partners. I cried a lot of times. Yeah, some people might got to go. You know, not everyone's going to be rocking with you. And what's crazy is as soon as you start to do good, then people want to jump on. Oh, remember we were friends. Remember we were in school together. Remember? Yeah, I was in the studio with you. I was working with you on this. Or we were, no. Let's see what's going on. Option 1. Ooh, okay, we got a lot happening right here. Oh, I can't show you guys this card too much. This deck is a little crazy. Let me show you like that, okay? And this is the Queen of Coins, okay? So this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, talking about coins. This is like, I'm nurturing my foundation. I'm taking care of myself. The Hierophant can represent Taurus energy as well. This talks about values, morals, dignity. I'm also hearing integrity. what you believe in, your spiritual practices, your rituals, as well as connecting with the divine source, God itself. Okay. Being your own boss. I'm hearing I have a divine connection. No one can get involved. What? No one can intervene. I have a divine connection. No one can interfere. Yeah, this is strong boundaries. No more people pleasing. This is not the people pleasing pal. It's time to get up out of that. There's a book that has to do, oh my God. There was another yoga instructor and she told me, she was reading this book about saying no. Or it was either no to people pleasing or say no, because she talked about how like she's always helping others. And I was like, I feel you on that. But when it's time for people to help you, where's the help? You look around and there's no one there. So that is kind of like this energy I'm getting. Yeah, 5 of Swords, dealing with past pain, but who's really there when you've been hurt? When you had to rise from the ashes. So yeah, this is like, I'm telling you, he says, keep your head up when told you won't be nothing. Been told that a lot of times. That is this. And I'm looking at how this is like a different head on this body. It's kind of interesting. And now I'm hearing Tupac, you got to keep your head up. Literally. And there's this face. Like, I don't know. Now I'm hearing face the crowd. Face the music. You know, like be true to you. Face reality and see what's really going on. Like, are you living your life according to other people's beliefs and opinions, even your parents? Or are you living life according to your purpose and your intuition and your inner compass? That's really the message. And we have 2 of Cups at the bottom. It's going to be a divine partnership as well. Also not allowing people you're in partnerships, romantic or, you know, business partnerships to throw you off as well. Because sometimes people get thrown off by their own, like, partners. I'm going to be real with you. And that's kind of what's coming through here. It's like you guys really need to just kind of like, I'm like Bubble Boy. You guys need to like kind of center and ground your energy and just kind of hone in on what your spirit, your higher self is telling you, and eliminate outside noise. Do what's best for you. Opinions, they come and go. You know, it's helpful sometimes not so helpful. Don't take it personally. You, at the end of the day, need to make the decision and need to be in alignment, okay, with your purpose. No one can write your story for you, and that is really this message. So don't apologize for who you are, what you want, your beliefs, you know, your identity. You have to really be in tune with yourself. Now, a portion of this song that I wrote down, like a quote, is know how to refocus for gratitude. Because he mentioned that in the song. Know how to refocus for gratitude. So refocusing your energy. Really, this whole, like for you guys, it's like, I'm not distracted. I refuse to be distracted. I refuse to be distracted. That's all I keep hearing. I refuse to be distracted. Do not get distracted. Like focus, keep your eyes on the target, keep your eyes on the goal. Stay in tune. You guys are all about alignment. So if that means you guys need to step away from it for a couple of months and get your stuff together, do that. If it's for a year, do that. Disappear and come back. Disappear and come back renewed, brand new. I feel like there's going to be some healing and forgiveness of the past. That's still coming up, you know, process. We're always healing, but it feels like your focus is going to be more on like your stability, I'm hearing your health, your finances, your home life, your structure, more on the simple things like your priorities, and aligning, feeling more comfortable, feeling more secure. It's really the root chakra that I'm picking up on here for you guys. So let's get some more cards because the timer just went off. Let's see what else you guys need to know. I feel like you guys could also be drawing in some more money, but this is only happening like once you really get in alignment and recenter and refocus. It's like everything will fall into place once you do that. Now you guys have Shaolin, be graceful in movement and action. See, he's very disciplined. It's a monk here, and you know, he has this little grasshopper here. This card always makes me think of Iron Fist for some reason, and he has this dragon in the background. It's funny that you have Shaolin Master with the Hierophant, which strongly gives me like the monk goes away, goes on his journey. You know, they spend most of their time in solitude and in quietness. You know, if they spend time within their community, it's quiet. It's all in meditation. They'll go on like in the mountains and hills and just meditate. I've even seen videos, I don't know how true it is, but I feel like it could be true, where they formed like fire with their hands. If you've practiced Reiki, if you know about Reiki, I think that is possible. That's just my opinion. But anyways, we have be graceful in movement and action. Keep it on the low is what I'm hearing. So some of you guys could be focusing on martial arts, any form of like martial arts, maybe even Tai Chi, different forms of meditation and breath work, maybe even yoga. It feels like they're wanting you to connect more with your body movement and your spirituality, because keep in mind, meditation isn't just sitting down and closing your eyes and breathing. Sometimes it's walking, sometimes it's Tai Chi, sometimes it's yoga. For some, it could be martial arts. There's so many different forms of martial arts. And I feel like for you guys, keep things quiet so that parrots can't repeat it. The talkers can't repeat it. People don't need to know everything that you're planning on doing or trying to figure out. They just kind of want you guys to stabilize your energy. That really is a message for you guys, is stabilizing your energy. Okay, let's see what else is going on. I feel like you guys are really leveling up spiritually and unapologetically coming out brand new, like this is who I am. Let's see what else you guys need to know. What is this card? Yeah, we have stillness, skull cap. There's something with the face, taking off the mask. Taking off the mask. I'm trying to remember, you guys, I did this project back in like when I was in theater class, and it had to do with masks. And I think the mask that I focused on was like one from, I think it may have been from Thailand. And there was another one I focused on that was from like Africa. And I know like some of the masks in Africa represent the different spirits. So I think that's interesting, even passed on loved ones too. So I feel like it's kind of interesting that we have this mask here, and we have like another mask here. We have a mask here being broken. So it's, you know, the mask can be like a representation of taking off the false self, the false identity of what people have like projected onto you. But it could also be a representation of those who've come before you in like a ceremonial practice, like when people are dancing with masks. So there could be a message about dancing, like ceremonial dancing being done as like a offering or a way to channel. Very interesting, because now they're even with the dragon, they're showing me how like and I think, is it the Chinese parade, how they go underneath and they control the, you know, control it like a puppet. And even the mask, like I've seen them do that in different cultures with the mask, like the masks are puppets. And then like there's an African tribe, I'm trying to remember which one I studied, but they had like, I think it was like stilts, like, you know, they stand on it and then they get dressed up and they have these masks. So it's a lot of like indigenous kind of like tribal practices coming through for different cultures, but it's like a connection with spirit. I feel like you guys are connecting with spirit and connecting with passed on loved ones, and they're wanting you to remind yourself of your purpose. Do not get distracted by other people's, you know, projections and their own masks. Focus on you, and that's the energy. Now, it's funny, we have the Scorpion here. And Scorpios are big on rebirth, and I think it's interesting that this card looks very Scorpionic, you know? So we have Scorpio coming through, rebirth, transformation. Scorpio isn't afraid of death. So some of you guys could be mediums or psychics, or just connecting with passed on loved ones, maybe ancestral veneration. But it feels like there's some ancestral work that's going on. You guys could be healing some of your bloodline, connecting in that way, as well as removing, like kind of moving stagnant energy out of your body. Okay, but stillness is here. So we have an interesting kind of balance of be graceful in movement and action and stillness. So kind of moving, I'm hearing slowly but surely getting ahead, you know, flowing, not rushing, not running, and kind of like walking through this, jogging through this, swimming through this, like dancing through this. Not so much of like a race or like fast-paced energy, like really taking your time with this process. So we have a balance of movement, action, and stillness, but graceful movement, action, and then being still. Okay, so Skull Cat. And I want to get you guys like one more from this deck, and we gonna see. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get you another one. I know I keep saying this over, but I'm gonna get you another one. Hold on. What does option 1 need to know? Slow but steady. I just said that. Slow but steady. Slow but steady. Surely, slowly but surely, slow but steady, slow and steady wins the race. Right? Was it what do they call the little rabbit? Is it the hare? Is it the air? I'm trying to remember what they call the rabbit. Is it the rabbit that races against the turtle? You guys know that story? Because the turtle, isn't it the turtle that wins? I'm trying to remember. Don't listen to me. Not on that one. But slow and steady, we have 3 here. Okay, and we have a lot of 5s. So you might be seeing like a lot of 3s, a lot of 5s. 3s talk about community, which you're telling you to set boundaries with, and 5s represent change and transformation. You guys might start seeing butterflies or moths. I just got a vision of like butterflies or moths. Specifically a morning moth. I mean, a morning butterfly. They look like moths. They're very beautiful. Like omens. Omens from the dead. That's what I just heard. Don't be scared. Don't be shooketh. There's like, I'm hearing ancestral spirits that are trying to connect with y'all. That's what it is. Okay, let's see. 1 card. I want to show you guys from up here. The misunderstood. What does this say? Unable to defend self, innocent young suffering from cruelty, helpless. This is like the past energy that you guys are healing. It's crazy because they're showing me like this, it's like a young boy kind of energy, like from your youth. It doesn't mean that you're a boy, but I'm just getting like this youthful energy, this growth. Healing from the past. The misunderstood. Basically, people won't always understand your purpose. Don't fall victim to other people's circumstances. Don't fall victim to other people's projections. You got to stay solid. You have to stay solid in your vision. What do we have at the bottom? What did I tell you? There's that mask. There's that mask. And the drumming and dancing, all channeling. And this says you have conjured a spirit or energy for better or worse. Be mindful. So some of you guys are being told to cleanse your energy as well as protect your energy. But sometimes this means, it says for better or for worse. So it could be an ancestral spirit. It could be an energy maybe you picked up off of someone. You guys are going to know. Don't watch this and be paranoid being like, oh, Taylor said I had a... No, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that you're going to know. If you're on my channel watching this video, you're going to know whether you need to cleanse your energy because there's been some people projecting energy onto you with this mask. And I like how this looks like an eye, so evil eye, needing to protect your energy. I feel like you guys are going to know which one it is. So you guys need to work on cleansing and protecting your energy from gossip, people talking about you, people projecting their own insecurities onto you. But just know that spirit does hear you. I'm hearing does help you too. Spirit does hear you, and spirit does want to help you. Your ancestors, your spirit team wants to help you. You guys need to tune in. It's like you're not tuned in. Like they're giving me like a visual of someone in a car. And I don't know if you guys ever been on a road trip and you've kind of like paid attention to how like the radio station kind of goes in and out when you're driving on a road trip. And it's making me think of like when someone's trying to like mess with the station to get it to tune so you can hear it. And it's also making me think of like, I don't know, well, some of you guys are kind of young on here, but you know, if you have like the old TVs and you have like the antenna, and you have to kind of move the antenna around to kind of get the signal to come in because it was all staticky. That's what I'm getting is what's going on with you guys. So right now, your signal could be better. Your signal could be better. Your signal could be stronger. And so they're saying you need to tune in, slow down, be graceful so that you can pick up on what they're trying to give you, okay? And they're telling you how to connect with them via dance, via, you know, martial arts, via meditation, you know, connecting, like really stepping into your monk-like energy, okay? Now, I'm going to randomly open a page from this book. My cousin brought me this book. As you guys know, I'm a yogi. And I heard Kevin Gates is a yogi. He knows his yogi stuff. So I just thought it was fitting. Okay, I've seen him in some yoga poses. I was like, go ahead, boy. Let's see what's going on for you guys. So option 1. Let's see. So you guys have the throne pose. This is pretty badass, okay? It's Durga, Divine Queen. And the themes are power and humility. Poised. So this is, I think it's Vajrasana. This is the picture, you guys. Here you go. Here you go. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to go into it and read the whole thing because I feel like that will keep me here forever. Yeah, it talks about the great kings. It talks about enlightenment. Yeah. Sovereignty. She safeguards the collective welfare of on the heavenly sphere, just as a king does here on earth. So protectors. Your ancestors are trying to talk to you guys and protect you guys. You guys need to tap in. But look up Durga and look up the throne pose. This is a pretty easy pose to do, actually. All right. So that's what I have for you. Option 1. If you like this reading, please feel free to share, comment, like, and subscribe. You guys know I try to just change it up and do different little things. Just to keep it, you know, fun and interesting over here. But that's what I have for you guys. I'm sending you love. Option 2. Option 2, what it do? Option 2, I'm moving these cards so we can see what's popping for you guys, what's happening. What's happening, Captain? I feel like you guys have a little bit more of a laid back energy. Like it's just giving like kind of relaxed. I'm hearing spirit is here. You need to clear your mind. Spirit is here. You need to clear your mind. Free your mind and the rest will follow. What is that? How's that song go? Dun, 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 dun. Something like that. Free your mind. Relax yourself, girl. Reset plan. What is it? Relax your girl. That's the electric relaxation. Here you go. You got me hypnotized. Okay. Let's see what's going on. So your song is Ceremony. Okay, now you guys have the actual song Ceremony off of the Ceremony album. So initiations. I'm hearing bloodlines for bloodlines. Interesting. Ooh, 7 generations back. Ancestors 7 generations back. Some of you guys are going to be connecting with like ancient spirits. Ancient ancestral spirits. Some of you guys could be drawn to the connecting with the earth, learning about different cultures right now. If you've been feeling called to like learn about your heritage, this would be the time. This would be the time to do that. Because I feel like you guys have help that's coming through. I don't know why I'm getting it. Someone may have had a dream recently of a passed on loved one. Damn. These cards flew out. Let's take them. We have Queen of Cups. Talk about dreams. We have the 3 of Wands. This is giving, I don't know why I was about to say Game of Thrones. I really wanted to, oh, that's why. There's a dragon. Wait, is that a dragon? No, that's a ram. I don't know why this is making me think of Game of Thrones, but I want to say Chronicles of Narnia. That's it. So Other Worlds, 4 of Wands. There's your initiation. Bam. Portal. And look at the cultural kind of significance here. Very interesting. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Heavy on the Neptunian vibe. So it's very dreamy. You guys, this is giving never-ending story. It's giving take me away. Like take me away to another place. What is that song? It's kind of corny. Is it Natasha Bedingfield where she's like, take me away another place? Something like that. But I'm also hearing Escapade by Janet Jackson. We have Star at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, Aquarius energy. I'm telling you, this is an initiation. I'm hearing when the constellations align. So it's like when the pyramids align with the constellations. So things are being shifted like puzzle pieces. They're showing me like the mummy, like things. They're showing me Jumper. They're showing me the mummy. So hieroglyphics traveling. They're showing me an archaeologist, like discovering of facts, discovering of information. This feels like you guys could be either astral projecting, like astral traveling, or you guys are actually going to be traveling. You guys could be traveling somewhere where you had a past life or where your current bloodline is from. And learning about like ancient information. Sorry, you guys, my stomach's growling. It's time to eat. Yeah, because look, we have like this Nefertiti right here. Nefertiti bus. So there's definitely some sort of significance here with like either traveling in time, receiving like downloads, dreams of like past lives, maybe even meeting people that you feel like a strong like connection with. Being shown things from like passed on ancestors. Very interesting, you guys. Downloads, information. This is giving like, I'm not telling you guys to do this because I don't give health advice. Okay, I don't do all that. But it's making me think of like someone going on a spiritual retreat and they do like ayahuasca. I think I said that right. Ayahuasca, or like there's this one that they do. Oh my God, I think it starts with a K. I could be wrong, but it's like they take like a frog. It's like something that comes. I don't know if it's a sweat. It's something that comes off a frog, and basically, almost had it. And basically, like they poke you, like they burn you with it or something like that. There was another yoga instructor I knew. He had it done, and he said he ended up purging so much stuff, like all this gunk came out, and then he like it was like a trip that they literally go on. Like you go through like this process, and he talked about how much energy he felt after that. Like he was able to go like mountain bike riding, like, and he has injuries. Like he had all this energy, and he said you're supposed to go in sessions. He actually gave me the lady's name. I might have to look into her. But I forget what it's called, but they like literally poke you. And it looked like little tattoos, like little dots on him. So it's like taking some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of herb, or going through some sort of process, some sort of shamanic, is giving shamanism, some sort of shamanic process that takes you through this like journey, you know, sort of say. And maybe that's why I got the Game of Thrones or the Chronicles of Narnia never ending story of like you dive into a whole new world. Okay, Aladdin, a whole new world, literally Aladdin, whole new world. So you're like tapping into newer energy. That's actually ancient energy, ancient knowledge. So I'm hearing ancient technology, which, you know, ancient Egyptians, like they were really advanced with technology. And that's kind of what's coming through. So maybe some of you guys have a connection with Kemetic practices or commit. I don't know. There's something there with that. Okay. Wow, you guys' message were very very clear and straight to the point. Okay, so I see you guys are going to be receiving information. That's all I'm really getting here, is that it's like downloads, information. I don't know, I just heard cheat codes, figuring out the easier way of doing things, but this is an initiation. I have written down understanding, because he mentions that in the song. So having a better understanding of yourself and your purpose, possibly. Yeah, something about like the past, present, and future. You know, we all know that time is an illusion, but we use it to operate here in this lifetime, in this earthly realm. And it's giving like a mesh. You guys might start losing track of time easily, because it feels like certain days are shorter, some days are longer. So the one thing I would say is to ground your energy, because this is very like spacey. It's giving third eye chakra, indigo energy, crown chakra, you know, purple. It's kind of like Earth Star, your Earth Star chakra, which is above your crown chakra. So it's kind of heady. And usually when the energy is like really like your dreams and visions are kind of crazy, you need to ground yourself in the physical reality, because you can lose track of time. Okay, that's the cheat code right there. So that's where spending time in nature would benefit you guys. Putting your feet in the grass and the sand, taking things slow. Yeah, but I'm telling you, this is giving spiritual retreat. So we have Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. This is giving Cleo song. What is that song? Cleo Soul. Know that you're loved. We have like a lot of red and pink out here. There could be a very strong maternal figure. Watch, look, Mirror Guardian, time to reflect. See, this is a portal. There could be some sort of like feminine guardian, even with the star, kind of watching over you or guiding you, like aligning with the stars. Something's aligning for you. There's hope, there's miracles, something that's taking place, something you've prayed for is what I'm hearing, but they're wanting you to work on your heart chakra. So now we're adding on the heart chakra. Okay, so healing your heart space, following your heart. I'm hearing your 4 pillars. which also could do with stability. But where option 1 was more focused on like the physical reality of their home and space, yours is more like your physical temple, your spiritual temple, your vessel. So your Merkaba. You guys are going to be connecting different elements and layers of yourself, possibly even calling back your power from different timelines, dimensions, past life, calling back your energy, understanding why you're here in this current lifetime. Is giving Akashic records. I am that I am, Thoth energy. You guys are connecting with higher energies, higher powers, remembering why you're here. The Council of Light is what I'm hearing. The Magdalene codes, the Sophia codes, the priesthood of the roses, priestesses of the roses. That energy is coming through. If you know, you know, okay? Let's see what else. I'm also getting Sahara Rose. She talks about some of this stuff a little bit, like more of the feminine side of healing and meditation. They're also showing me, what's my girl's name? I'm blanking on her name. Look up the brand, the company, Anima Mundi. They're showing me her, and I'm using her deck right now. So what's going on for you guys? They're telling you to slow down. That's crazy. Okay, let's slow down. Maybe that is the message. Option 2, Holy Spirit. 1 card. Thank you. Tobacco. See, this is deep right here. Offering. Offering. For the ceremony, offering. Literally, the ancestors used to take tobacco. They'll hold it and then blow it out. And some we use that as a cleanse. Some we use that as divination work. This is an offering. And it's also making me think of like Mary Jane. It's making me think of Damian Marley's song Medication. Your medication gets me high. Maybe that's what we were talking about, the trip and the high. You know, there's something that could be coming through. Maybe shrooms. I don't know. Gotta be careful what I say on here. But there could be a connection that you guys are like, you guys are tapping in using some sort of sacred herb or medicine. Now, some won't be for all of you. Some of you guys could just be in deep meditation in nature. But it feels like you guys are dedicating or connecting with the spirit of this plant, this offering, and you're going to be connecting with like, you guys are going to be getting some crazy downloads or information or doing some deep healing on your heart space. I feel like it could be both. So it's like going on your own little retreat or mini retreat and really connecting and centering yourself. So just stay grounded in this process. This is deep. This is deep. So this is what I'm picking up on here. Okay, and we have 6 coming through. 3, 4, 6. Let's see what else I can get for you guys. Trippy. Know that you are loved. Isn't that it? I'm trying to get it. Even if you don't love yourself. Yeah, know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. So this initiation, it's cleansing, it's purging, it's releasing. This is the real medicine. I think he mentions that in that song, Real Medicine. Now, this is a portion of the song that I wrote down that I thought was interesting. He said, spiritually inclined, real game changing. Everyone spoke, ain't maintaining. I really don't feel like the outside world is affecting you guys. You guys are turning inward. It's like that spiral. You guys are going inward. Being spiritually inclined, like that's the most powerful thing he said in that whole album. Because that will take you far. When you want to come out of pain, when you want to come out of, when you know your current circumstances aren't fitting you, when you're depressed or dealing with grief or sadness, going within. See, and that's just crazy because often Western society tries to medicate you with some other stuff, right? Oh, they're depressed. Oh, they're anxious. I'm not, you know, I'm not arguing with that approach because that works for some people, but not for everybody. The truth is people need to process things. They need to feel it. They need to release it. They need to be supported in that. Not, you don't place a Band-Aid over something that needs to come up, you know? 3, 3, 3, 3. You know, like there's deeper work that needs to be done. That's why you have some people who have the same trauma that they had at 5 years old. They're still crying and dealing with it at the age of 80, you know, and that it needs to be processed. It needs to be purged. It needs to be healed. It needs to be faced. You have to address certain things. Grief needs to be addressed. These things need to be addressed. And then he also mentions in this song, where your attention goes, energy flows. So they're telling you to be mindful of what you're focusing on. Is it the pain of the past? Is it the future? Are you worried too much about the future? Are you being present? What do you need to know? Duality of life, the yin and yang, the masculine and feminine, the shadow and the light. We all have it within ourselves. So they're saying it's okay to feel these different feelings, these different emotions, go through these different experiences in life, because that's the purpose of this lifetime. We're here to make mistakes. We're here to grow and learn and feel all these human emotions as soul beings. And then we go back to where we come from, you know, and we look at that like, okay, we passed this lesson. We did that. Okay. It's all an experience. It's all an experience. And that's what your spirit guides want to tell you, to embrace this experience. You chose this lifetime. Y'all, what do you have under here? Protect your energy. This is your card right here, the Oracle. Look at that. His third eye is open, honey. It says, I might see the living and the dead, the past, the present, and the future. Pay attention to your visions, dreams, spirit encounters. That's a mic drop. See? I told y'all. I told you. Literally, he's connecting, like offering. So you guys could be spending a lot of time at like your ancestor altar, creating an altar in nature. I see you guys really just like it's giving shamanic energy, strong like shamanism. I don't know why I feel called to tell you guys, like it makes me like my dad actually moved to Arizona for a bit to be around like the Hopi tribe and like the Navajo tribe, because he had a past life there and he had friends that are of those tribes. And it's deep. Like they don't let everyone on in their area, okay, on their reservation, but it's like preserving the culture, you know, preserving culture, preserving different spiritual practices and belief systems. That's what's coming through for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like you guys could be visiting different cultures or learning from these cultures somehow. I don't know if it's spiritually, like if you're going to receive like a visitation, or if you're actually going to go somewhere and you'll be learning about these practices or whatnot. So yeah, it feels like some of you guys could have a strong connection, like someone passed on coming through with the dreams and visions, spirit encounters. You guys could have some sort of like I'm telling you, the initiation is being done by your ancestors, your guides. And that's deep right there. So that tells me they must be proud of you. They're wanting you to evolve and move forward. That's a big deal. All right, now let's get your message from the book, the Yogi book. As I told option 1, I heard that Kevin was a yogi. I've actually seen some pictures of him in some really, you know, some pretty intermediate, if not, you know, advanced yoga poses. So let's see what you guys need to know. You guys have the monkey pose. Okay, Hanuman. Okay, Hanuman. Okay, so this is Hanuman-sana. So Hanuman is the deity that looks like a monkey in Hinduism. No shade, it's just he actually looks like a monkey. It says a leap of faith. So this is like the full card, taking a leap of faith. And the themes are reverence, faith, and possibility. So that's like the star card, having hope and faith. And this is the posture. Okay, I'm gonna show you that. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit more on this. You guys want to look up Hanuman though. He's interesting. Yeah, so Hanuman is a powerful symbol of this realization. So we are more than what we think we are. And with effort and faith, we can realize this potential. Okay, so like all of us, he is a primate through and through. And yet, through his faith and devotion, he is able to sublimate his animal impulse to attain divine status. Hanuman is peaceful, only exerting force in times of need to protect the imperiled. Also, Hanuman is a lifelong celibate. Very interesting. Okay, I didn't know that about him. So, look up Hanuman, look up that posture, and see what comes up for you. But you guys are definitely going to be tapping in. I'm hearing tapping into something deep. it may take you for a ride. So you guys might want to actually, like, you know, start journaling down your different experiences, your dreams, your visions, like the synchronicities that you receive. But this is giving spiritual retreat. It's giving, I received some sort of like download information, knowledge. Even the girl I mentioned earlier, Sahara Rose, like she has retreats, I believe. So there's something about like going on retreats, being immersed in like nature, away from like civilization, connecting with like just nature and the indigenous like spirits and beings and ancestors. That's what's coming through. And shamans are the connection between the living and the dead. They're the middleman. And the oracle is too, and this is what this is giving. Like the shamans now, no shade, the oracle, psychics, mediums, including myself, we're nothing in comparison to what our ancestors were. Because they were deep, okay? They were tapped in, you know, they weren't taken from nature. They were very much a part of it and aligned with it, where now we have all this technology and all this other crap, and it's just, we're not as tapped in as we could be. So that is what I'm getting for you guys, okay? Option 2, ceremony. You're going through your own ceremony. It's time to go through your own ceremony. It's like a rebirth, okay? That's what's, oh my God. Y'all, look at this. This was the card that's underneath the deck. Commune. You guys are gonna be communing with the ancestor spirits and maybe even nature spirits. This is oh my God, psilocybin. I think it's like shrooms. Look, this word throws me, but I learned it because of Jessie Reyes. She has a song, psilocybin. Literally, okay. Go listen to that song. Let yourself be loved. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be some love to come out of this with her song psilocybin coming through. Go watch my Jessie Reyes pick a card reading. Hello. That's coming through here. Okay. So, yeah, we're talking about a trip. All right. I don't know. Y'all, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay. I love y'all. If you like this reading, comment a mushroom down below. Or I don't know, an herb down below. Something down below to let me know that you're on option 2, okay? Maybe even a dragon. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'm wishing you guys the absolute best on your journey, okay? Because this feels like a journey, a very deep spiritual and mystical, never-ending story journey. All right, send me love. Option 3. Option 3. You guys have healing. All right, so let me see what kind of cards I want to use for some. Let's go back to your tarot. Tarot. I'm hearing the body work. Because where they playing, see your body, something body work, body party, body healing. Whoa, that card flew. Ace of Wands. New beginnings. Establishing a new future, a new foundation within your body. Shifting energy out. Okay, some of you guys could be working out. Feel the call to work out. I'm hearing getting stronger, fiercer, force. Okay, you guys, they're showing me Oya. She's an African deity, goddess. Hold on, they're giving me another one. I'm trying to. What's his name? I'm not getting. It's like I'm seeing him, but I'm not getting his name. But for some reason, I heard Oya. Okay. Let's see what's going through here. Oh, and it's like an African masculine deity. I'm hearing like the father. Oh my God, I'm blanking right now. I'm blanking right now. I don't know why I'm hearing the father, like like a divine masculine presence. 10 of Swords. Okay, rebirth, endings, betrayal, being backstabbed. Healing from pain. Oh my God, literally I have betrayal and heartbreak here written down because the song Healing, he actually talks about, he goes into it a little bit of like the heartbreak of, I think, his past relationship and like, I guess being hurt by your own soulmate or something like that. So some people come into our life to teach us lessons, right? It doesn't mean it'll be the lessons we want, but this is what's coming through. So healing from the past. Oh my God, look at that stop sign. Remember earlier, you guys, when wait, was it you guys? No. Okay, it was option 1. They had something kind of similar where I got like a vision of like a caution sign or stop sign. I think it was caution or warning. And you guys have the stop sign. So it's like you have this new beginning and you have the ending. A new beginning and you have the ending. Okay, what's going on here? Ooh. The Magician. Getting some Gemini energy here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but Leo, Sagittarius, Aries as well. Taking your power back. It's like a strong force, like thunderbolt and lightning. Like a strong force to be reckoned with. Oh, I'm hearing coming back from the dead. Now I'm getting Osiris. Like a resurrection, like a coming back of energy. It's kind of making me think of like, you know, when they talk about when Jesus was resurrected, when he like came out of the tomb, like moved out of the tomb, and he didn't have like, it's like the nails were no longer in him. Like he had healed. Like it's kind of giving that like everything that people threw at you or whatever life has thrown at you, it's like you're still here. You're still surviving. Like you're here. You made it. You're still standing. Didn't mean that it didn't hurt, but you're still here. What's at the bottom? The Lovers. Whoa. And in that song, he's talking about past heartbreak. So healing from, and he's talking about healing from different things, but it's mostly in regards to love. And what's also deep in that song is he talks about doing yoga to attract his twin flame. He literally says that. I'm not making this up. So we have the Lovers here. So you guys could be connecting, healing from past relationships in order to connect with a higher frequency relationship. Everyone has a lesson to teach us, okay? And for some of you guys, you may be realizing that maybe even some of the friends, partners from your past represented an old version of yourself. And you're kind of being reborn. You're coming out of that. It's like there's an ending of that, like a death and rebirth. And this rebirth period could be pushing you into newer frequencies, newer energies, meeting new people. And that may mean that some of those past friends and maybe even partners, baby mamas, baby fathers, even family, relationships may break because you're entering a newer, higher evolved version of yourself. And that's where things get tricky in this lifetime. And that's why marriage, the whole concept of marriage is tricky, because being with someone forever is kind of, can be a little tricky, right? Because people grow, they evolve, and they can part, It doesn't mean that you're going to stay on the same frequency, same wave, or even the same journey. Because we have multiple soulmates here in this lifetime. One soul may be teaching you one, lesson. They may be called to have kids with you. They may be called to be your spouse for a certain amount of time. You signed that contract with them. And then you might have another soulmate that matches another frequency who's there to maybe help you with your career, help you with your purpose. And, there could be, or be with you when you're grieving. There's something here about releasing, I'm hearing forgiveness, releasing and surrendering of the past and not taking things personally. And I know that's hard when you feel like you've been betrayed, but if you see from a higher perspective, you see from an eagle's view, right? A hawk's view, a falcon's view, an eagle's view. And you can see that, okay, everything was a part of the grand scheme of things. Like there's this bigger picture. I signed up for this contract. I signed up to learn this lesson. What can I learn from this so that I can move on? And that is what's coming out here. It's like, what can you learn from the people who've hurt you or the things that have hurt you in the past so that you can move forward? Okay. So I wrote down from this song, he says, manifestation as how I'm vibrating, grateful. He's a customer. So he's talking about how he's shifting and how he's healing and how he's changed, okay? He also talks about never chasing, I'm replacing. And that's also a side message for you guys with the Magician card that you have here, is to not chase anything and to know that you are the magnet itself. Your frequency needs to shift. Once your frequency shifts, everything starts to gravitate and come towards you. It just naturally just starts to kind of filter. I'm telling you, things will be filtered out. Things will be adjusted and moved around you, just kind of like in your orbit around you, in your field, your energy field. So you need to understand that you are the magician. Take back all your power. Realize you have all the tools. You have everything within you to create the life that you want and to do this healing work. but you can't ignore the healing work. You can't just say, I'm all love and light, hey, hey, hey. Like, there is no light without the dark, you know, and there is no dark without the light. Like, you need both to exist. And that is coming through. There's a strong energy of change coming through for you guys to heal. I feel like this lover is going to come through like lightning strikes. And it's giving Meet Joe Black. I've mentioned this movie before in the past. But I'm getting like when lightning strikes. Like, this love could kind of come out of nowhere. But it's only once you have truly processed like who you are and you've released some of the energies that were holding you back or holding you in an older frequency, older vibration. Okay? That's what I'm getting. It's like an old, you guys are sitting in dead skin. That's what I'm hearing. Like, it's dead skin that's needing to be like shook off. You know, it's like when, I don't know if you, no shade, but it's like when you see people wearing clothes that are like, maybe they lost weight and they still wear the big clothes. Like, it's not helpful. You know, you want to get rid of the big clothes so that you don't mentally go back to being in that old, you know, state of mind. Like, oh, I have these clothes, they're too big on me. But it's like your mind is funny. If you wear clothes that are too big for you, start to fit them. Like, so it's like, if you're losing weight, get rid of the old clothes that were bigger. I know that sounds weird, but just hear me out. It's the truth, you know? So it's like you guys need to get out of the old skin. Cut the dead ends, you know, that's kind of it. Like, you guys could be doing some cord cutting. You might work with Archangel Michael with that one. I'm also hearing Ganesha with obstacles being removed out of your path. Like, just really clearing things out, starting fresh, getting rid of old items, belongings, things, and just bringing in new energy. It's like clean house is what I'm hearing. Like, clean house, really, I'm hearing navigating new energy. Also reflecting on the people around you. I see you guys doing a deep cleanse, even on your phone. Like, who is this person? Do I talk to these people? Looking at your friend group, even your family. Like, who do I really connect with? Everybody else has got to go. Because there's a strong focus on I'm tapping into my higher self. I'm aligning with my higher purpose. I'm stepping into newer energy. I'm manifesting the life that I want. You guys are coming into the alchemist energy. You guys may feel called to read the book, The Alchemist, by Paulo Coelho. I think that's it. Yeah. So you have a lot of feline energy with the Black Panther. You have some cheetahs here, fast moving, but stealth mode. That's what they work on. They're stealth, right? And they're flexible and they're agile. Suckers are scary. They can climb trees and swim. There's no way to get around them. You know, it's like they're forced to be reckoned with. And that is the energy that I'm getting, like lightning could strike. Like, there's this force that needs to be reckoned with, and that's your healing. You can't run from your healing, okay? So yoga could be significant since he actually mentions it in this song. So really aligning your energy. Yeah. We have Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. So you have a divine feminine energy connecting with you, comforting you, which could actually just be Earth itself, Gaia. Okay. But strongly, you guys have the masculine energy coming out first. So you guys have a good polar, like polar opposite, like a good balance of energies watching over you. Father God, Sky God, and Mother Earth. Yeah, so it's like a strong connection between yin and yang energy. I want to get you guys one more from this deck. I'm happy I did, because look what you have. The Fire Guardian. That's the energy I'm picking up on. A very strong, masculine, fiery energy coming through. Ignite your passions. With the Thunderbolt and Lightning and the Magician, they're telling you to bring to life the things you want. What do you desire? So this is the sacral chakra and the root chakra. Possibly even the solar plexus, so your lower chakras. You guys would be the lower chakras. Connecting to what it is you want to manifest. Like, okay, you're the alchemist, you're the magician. If you could have anything you want in the world right now, what would that be? What would you want to be doing? Who are the people you want to be spending time with? Like, how do you want to feel? You know, that's this. Because people are often like trying to hustle and manifest money, but truly they're just trying to manifest what the money would give them. So you need to process, what is it that you would want to buy with that money, and why would you want that? So if it's freedom, then you want to manifest freedom. You want to manifest like, I want freedom to travel. I want freedom so that I'm not confined to a job, or I want freedom so that I can be able to buy whatever I want or do whatever I want, or not have to worry about a budget or, you know, or money or resources. So they're asking you to ignite your passions, understand and be clear about what it is you're manifesting, how you want to feel. And if you embrace that feeling, that's how that manifests. That's the key to everything, is imagination and feeling, because your brain doesn't know the difference. So if you can visualize, you have to learn about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. �‍𝘪𝘱, giving y'all some tea right now. if you can understand neuroscience, you understand the brain, your brain doesn't know the difference. And if your brain feels something, your body starts to feel it. So it's like everything just starts to fall into place to one thing. So if you can get in control of your brain, your mind, you'll see the shift in reality. You'll see the shift within yourself. So there's a play on the mind here of understanding how you operate and how you can step more into your power, using neuroscience. Sacred geometry is also what I'm hearing. Truly being the alchemist and magician of your life. Imagining the version of you that you want to become. Feeling everything that you would feel. Seeing it as if you are in that body. Not an observer, but actually the point of view of that body. Of being in that body, in that vessel. And seeing that manifest by trust. Not worrying about how, but by trust. And seeing things shift, speaking good things into your existence, you know, feeling those good things, being around people who are high frequency, all of that. That is what matters. You can't, it's like you can't keep the dust around you if you want a clean space. You know, it's like someone sweeping all the dust from the corners and they just leave it in the middle of the floor. Like you got to sweep that out so that you can just be in that clean energy, that clean air. So you're filtering things out. They're showing me a purifier. You're purifying things. So that is a message for you guys in order to bring in this new energy, this new beginning, and to bring in the newer version of yourself and the things you want, possibly even new love. But there's healing here, okay? Duality. Someone else had the same card. So that yin and yang, the masculine and feminine energy, the duality of light and dark. Let's get you one more because someone else had that. Oh, God. Masculine energy, honor your energy, yes. And you guys have death, so this is your rebirth. I talked about this. And then we have the divine masculine, the sun, right? You're stepping into your masculine energy of taking action, taking the initiative in your life. Goal-oriented, like, you know, purpose-driven. Like, I understand what I want to understand what I need to do now. Now I can take those steps and move forward. So it's like you're taking so many steps and the universe meets you halfway. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. Okay, let's get you one more card. Whoa, the offering wants to come back out. So you guys might feel called to leave an offering. But let's see what's going on. That was tobacco. There you go, ayahuasca, rebirth. I just mentioned this for another option. Look at that baby. Rebirth, literally, like you are being reborn again. Ayahuasca. So maybe for some of y'all that could be a message. But look, she's giving birth. So it's like you're being rebirthed again. Like the earth is carrying you. You are being rebirthed again because this baby is in, it's like the amniotic sac, right? It's connected to earth. Look at that. The divine feminine, it's like Mother Nature is birthing you again. This is the shedding of old skin. You know, you have to cut the umbilical cord. So the divine feminine, divine masculine energies coming together to co-create a new energy. Your subconscious mind is feminine, your conscious mind is masculine, coming together to co-create this new version of yourself, the self that you envisioned. If you catch my drift, if you're still here with me. Oh, this gets deep. This message I'm getting for you guys, for those of you who chose this one, you're either highly aligned already, you know what I'm talking about, or you will be soon. You may revisit this reading because this is going to go over a lot of people's heads. This one right here, with that, because even the Lovers is masculine and feminine energy coming together. It's going to go over your head. You guys are starting anew. It's like a reset, a reprogramming on yourself. Yeah, you're standing your ground. Just wanted to be seen. Standing your ground. You're calling back your power. You're being reborn again. One card, please. Thank you. The bloodline ancestors. See? We are proud of you. Summoned by your call. Give specific offerings. So your ancestors are giving you, I'm hearing hip hop. What is it? Hip, hooray. What is it? Oh, hey. Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. I don't know how that goes. Hey. Oh. It's like a celebrations giving family reunion by Jill Scott. Yeah, you guys have ancestors that are proud of you. They're happy. You're healing. You're doing the work. So talk about the bloodline. You see the long umbilical cord here to earth. And oh my God, there's another cheetah here. You guys have a lot of like panther, cheetah symbolism. I don't know if you see it over there in that corner over here. There's a corner. I don't know if y'all see it. There's a little cheetah in the card. And then you have it here too. That's interesting. Some of you guys have like a black panther, cheetah-like spirit animal. Feline spirit animal. But yeah, I mean, I'm hearing the Elohim, the rebirth. Before talking to you, you got to answer me first. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I think that's a Kendrick Lamar quote from one of his raps. So there's like a rebirth happening. You're connecting to the different layers of yourself, connecting with God's self, your higher self. But your ancestors are like, look, we're here with you on this wave. If you need our assistance, just let us know. I'm hearing phone call away. Like literally, if you guys have put an offering out, or if you guys have been like calling on your passed on loved ones, or just talking to your passed on loved ones, they hear you and they're saying they are proud of you. Talk to them like you would talk to anybody else. Talk to them. Leave them, when you make coffee, make them some coffee, you know, leave a plate out of something sweet for them. Honor your bloodline. That is the message here. Honor your bloodline. Okay, let's get you guys a little yoga pose from this book. As I told everybody else, I heard that Mr. Kevin Gates is a yogi, and I've seen some pictures of him doing some like intermediate to advanced postures. So let's see. Whoa, I've never seen this one in my life, to be honest with you guys. You guys have a leg behind head pose. Actually, I know how to do this one. Okay, so it talks about sacrifice, surrender, and centeredness. Okay, so yeah, there's the sacrifice of the old. You're surrendering the old so you can be centered, and this is called divine decapitation. I know that's a little rough right there, but in the story, it's everything in yoga is, the postures are based on story of Hindu mythology, so just bear with me, okay? But it's called leg behind head pose, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce this one. It's Ekapada Sursasana. Ekapada Sursasana. Yeah, and it talks about like these brothers, so they're kind of like demon brothers. So it's very interesting. It's like really healing the shadow self. That's really what this is, like the ego. Look at that. Yours is kind of interesting. Woo. All right, so healing of the old in the past, but it's crazy how he's purple blue, and then like you have like the purple blue like baby here, the energy, and the essence over here, like this purple blue like angelic beings. It's giving indigo, like an indigo child. And like Gaia, the stomach is blue, the globe. So there could be a message within that. Let's see what's going on here. So it's representing divine grace is a recurring motive in Indic mythology, as well as in the story of the great goddess. The head represents the ego. See, I told you guys. The head represents the ego and the desires born of it. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but Ganesha was also, he dealt with this from his own daddy, okay? I know it goes there. It's a little drama. But Ganesha's head had to be replaced with the elephant head. Like, crazy work. But anyways. But look at who he is now, you know? The head represents the ego and the desires born of it. One can think of virtue as an awareness of everyone's ego, while vice is to have awareness of only one's own, okay? The demons refused to give up their desires or destructive paths, so they needed to be decapitated to be stopped. When we are knocked off of a self-destructive or adharmic path, we are called to detach ourselves from egoic desires, just as the heads of so many arrogant figures are detached from their bodies in these tales. Those committed to the path of yoga do not need to be forcibly decapitated. So they look, it says because they voluntarily surrender their heads as an offering to God. So basically, offer up your ego. You know, you got to do you have to forgive for yourself. You know, you have to do the healing work. And that's what this is talking about, is like forgiveness of the past, you know, dealing with the heartbreak and dealing with betrayal and dealing with shedding the old skin, because you even have the snake here. And just coming out of that oldness, you can't sit in it. Some people got to go. Some energies and habits have to go so you can evolve. And that is the coming to terms of this. They're giving me the song Surrender by 𝐤𝐻𝐻𝐻, you guys, okay? So healing, go listen to Kevin Gates' song Healing. And you guys could be attracting a higher level soulmate twin flame with this work. Since you have the lovers and you have the duality here, someone who's like your mirror, someone you will connect with, but only once you raise your frequency to do this work. So I was like, how do you expect to be, you're going to be bag lady, hearing all this baggage of your past and meet a higher frequency person? Like, that's not going to work. So you got to shed the old in order to level up with this individual that you're going to be aligning with soon, okay? Who's trying to like kind of peek out a little bit here. Some of you guys could also have a spirit baby watching over you guys. I know that gets a little weird, but just hear me out. There could be a spirit baby, like a child who's in the higher realms watching over you, along with your passed on ancestors. This spirit baby may have not even been born yet in this lifetime. That's why we call it spirit baby. So just keep that in mind. You guys have a lot of guides and higher help just watching over you and wanting you to do the healing work so you can keep evolving and get the gifts and the blessings that are owed to you, is what I'm hearing this lifetime. So that's right, you guys. If you like this reading, please feel free to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Go check out Kevin Gates. This album was pretty cool. All right. I love you guys. Comment down below like a cheetah. Yeah. Love you guys.